Hi, welcome to my sacred and divine space. This video actually cut out in the first 5 minutes, so I'm starting over. And welcome and Grand Rising, depending where you are in the world. I am Revered Minister Zebi, One Spirit Interfaith and High Priestess from the Kemetic Order and chosen ones. My message to you today is you consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. That's quite a mouthful, but that seems to be the energy of the chosen ones that I'm reaching out to today. Be still and let God in. Now, some of you watching this might be thinking, well, it's easy for her to say, be still and let God in and cultivate peace, right? But at the moment, there might be a lot of drama going on in your life, arguments, fear-based, all the changes that the world governments are making that's impacting on its citizens and residents and subjects. So you might have a lot of anger. You might be on the defensive, right? But the message is, be still, let God in, cultivate compassion and loving thoughts, and take compassionate actions, and then you'll have a peaceful energy. When you have a peaceful energy, right, that is your higher self. Your channels are open, you're beaming, and your higher self, right, is fully there guiding you. Your higher self has been here many, many, many times. Your higher self is very wise, and your higher self is very knowing. So when you sort of just breathe into it and cultivate that peace within you, right, and look at another with compassion, or take that compassionate action, it shifts the energy and it shifts the collective consciousness, and it's a ripple out effect. And, being compassionate does not mean just being compassionate to others, right? You need to include yourself and be compassionate towards yourself and take compassionate action towards yourself. I know you want to be of service, you want to help others, but you need to help yourself first and be kind towards your own self and take compassionate action towards yourself. And then it's easier to take compassionate action towards others. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful of what the message is today, but all in all, that is the collective energy. I've got 4 cards here. The first card is 10 of Wands. Then we have Judgment. Then we have the Sun. And then we have the Devil. And I'm just going to show them to you because my cards are from the Kemetic Tarot deck. So we have the 10 of Wands, which is carrying burdens. Feeling like you want to give up. Feeling overwhelmed. Feeling like you're taking 9 steps forward and then 10 steps backward. But you're coming to the end of this energy. 10 is completion. So you're putting down that energy. You're leaving that energy behind and then step into Judgment. And in this deck, it's called the Resurrection from Death. So it's a new you, right? And your ancestors have been watching you, right, and cheering you on. Now they're actually clapping for you. Because you successfully came out of the burdens. You let the burdens go and you're ready for a new beginning. And so you sow, so shall you reap. So it's your harvest is coming in materially and spiritually. And then after that we have the sun. And in this deck it's called the beaming light. And the sun is the most optimistic card in the deck and the most optimistic lesson to learn. You are your own happiness. Happiness begins within the heart chakra and the crown chakra. And again, it represents new beginnings. Sun, the sun represents optimistic new beginnings. Judgment is sure, steady new beginnings. So this is why it's important to cultivate that peace within, because the battle is always at its heighten, right, just before you win it. And the night is always at the darkest just before day breaks. And then we have Typhon, which is the devil. So that is, be careful. Yeah, things will be swinging your way, right, within the next hour or few days. Do not become arrogant. Do not become conceited, right? Yeah, it's a time of victory, a time to celebrate, but do not overdo the celebrations. Do not fall back into old habits and old thought patterns, because you're going to be tempted. The more you come into your power, the more temptation will come your way. So it's very important that you recognize these temptations and you do not fall into it, being as if it's over drinking, over smoking, playing the field, being seduced. Be patient, think it through. Do not be impulsive. It's good to be spontaneous, but do not be impulsive, right? Cultivate that inner peace and ask the question, is this for my greater good, or is it a distraction? Right, and then I'm going to close this reading now with Oracle from Angel Abundance. Guess what I'm called to do, to pull these ones. And if you have any questions, please put it down in the comment. And if this reading resonates with you, please do subscribe, thumbs up, or share. Well, I welcome comments, and if you have questions, yeah, just put your question in the comment box and I'll get back to you. Rightio. So we've got abundance mindset. So today it's all about the energy of air and thoughts. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment. And that is what you will experience. So it's manifestation. We've left the burdens behind. Get out of that negative mind chatter, right? You have the judgment, right, where your rewards that you've worked for, you will be achieving those and you will be gifted those awards. The sun is shining, joyous, new beginnings, optimistic, explorative, and yeah, the contagion, the caution, be careful of falling back into old thought patterns or actions or whatever. And then abundance, is yours. Abundance, well, we all have abundance within us, around us, and everywhere that we go. We are swimming in a sea of abundance. But because of our negative chatter or what we can see in front of us in our everyday life, we do not always see the abundance. So, it passes you by, right? So just think positive. And know that everything you need is within you. So you have it now. Don't be thinking, oh, it'll be tomorrow or next year, right? It's here now. Because even though the clock tells us that time is linear, time is not linear. We're constantly jumping timelines. And that's my message to you today. And if this resonated with you, you know what to do. And I have a label, many labels, just like you. And one of my labels is that I am an African. And like you, I'm also a chosen one. And therefore, I have greatness, love, and abundance within me, around me, and every place that I go. Physician, heal thyself, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, or soul loss. Peace out.